dudettes, hopefully you're having a fantastic day right now. I certainly am, because I'm sat here with this beautiful Dingwall NG3, which is a killer bass. We're actually giving it away right now. If you haven't heard, we're doing this massive giveaway. You can actually win this. It's completely free to enter. I will put the link down below that you can go check out, but please wait to find out what this bass is all about first before you go do that, because I really want to show you some cool stuff about it. And also, I've never talked about fan frets on this channel before, and I thought this would be a great video to address that, because there are certain things that I think are great about it, there are certain things that I think are not so great about it, and also I'm going to be telling you how you can turn a regular 4-string bass into a 5-string. But first, let's talk about the bass itself, and then we'll get onto all of that later. Okay, so first of all, the materials. The body is an alder body, which is, you know, it's got a pretty decent weight to it. I would guess about 9.5 pounds, so not too heavy. The neck is a 5-piece maple neck. In terms of the actual carve on it, it feels a little wider, I would say, than a jazz bass, but has like a more modern feel to it, probably a little thinner front to back than a regular jazz bass. It's really, really nice. It has like a fast feel to it. I should mention as well, the frets on this thing are mandolin frets, so not those big old chunky Fender ones. And the methodology there is that it just feels a little faster to play. It's also, in terms of the body, it's got this beautiful, I'm not sure what this color is. If you guys know in the comments, let me know what the color of this is, but it looks fantastic. And it's also got this killer like carbon fiber looking scratch plate as well. The bridge obviously is kind of like offset, and these are single saddles here, and it's offset because of the fan frets, which I'll talk about in just one second. It's got 3 pickups, and it's got a dark glass circuit in it. So let me just take you through the options here of what's going on. We've got a single volume, which is, you know, does what it says on the tin, is a volume. Okay, you've got a rotary switch, which lets you select which pickups you're using. I'll take you through that in one second. And then you've got the general sort of like bass, middle, and treble. So you've also got an active passive switch here as well, which means if it's in passive mode, none of this will be engaged. So if your batteries run out, you know, on a gig and you don't know what to do, put it into passive mode, everything will be good. But otherwise, you're probably going to be keeping it in active mode so you can use the circuit there. And also, I should say that there's this cool thing on the back, so you can just pop it off, big old magnets there. Now, the pickup selector, let's just address this, okay? The pickup selector, when it's far right, that is the bridge pickup down here, okay? So you're gonna get this real this kind of sort of like tight vibe going on. The next one along is the bridge and the middle pickup. If you just look at that, it's going to give you like a Music Man type of vibe, right? Because it's these two together. Still really tight and punchy, but just a little less tight than the bridge pickup soloed. Next one along, pop, is the neck and the bridge pickup. So this, if you think about it, is like, I guess, classic jazz bass, right? A neck pickup and a bridge pickup. So, and for me, when I kick on the distortion here, in that pickup combination there with the neck and the bridge, that's that. For me, that's kind of the classic Dingwall sound, or at least what jumps into my ears when I hear that. And then finally, you've got the neck pickup, which is what it says on the tin. You know, it just sounds like a beautiful neck pickup. Now, let's talk about the fan frets, because I haven't really talked about it on this channel before. As you can see, it's got these frets that at this end, they're in that direction, then slowly around this, they're kind of in the middle here, and then they come over here, and by over here, they're actually facing in this direction here, okay? Now, the methodology here is that on the lower string here, you are going to get a longer scale length, which is going to make the string tighter. Now, if you play a 5-string bass, you will know that sometimes on 5-string basses, to get that B string to really sing out and sound like the same as the rest of the instrument is sometimes a bit of a challenge, right? That's where Sheldon Dingwall is trying to solve that by using this fan fret system. And you'd think that it feels weird when you play it, and it actually doesn't. It actually, you know, It's kind of like way more natural than you might think. So the positive is that you're going to get this low string here is going to be really tight. The fundamental is going to be better than on a regular bass because it's just got a much greater scale length. And on the G string here, or the high string, it's still going to sound like that Fender vibe, because some of you might be thinking, well, why not make the entire bass 36 scale, which, you know, Federa did for Anthony Jackson. For me, at least, the reality of that is because the G and the C string on a 6-string bass end up sounding a bit pingy because they're super tight because they're strung across that 36-inch scale, right? So that's why on the fan fret instruments, you still get that still sounds like it should do, but you still get that huge, or you get that huge B string as well. Now the caveat of this is it feels very natural here, and even up here when I feels okay up here. I guess the only drawback for me is when you're playing chords, yeah, because you're having to angle your arm back here. So if you were going to play a lot of chords on an instrument like this, you would want to, you know, get your hands on one, try it out first before you took the plunge. Okay. Now I was talking earlier about how to make a 4-string bass into a 5-string. Okay. Well, here's a little something wacky. This is actually tuned to be a 5-string bass right now. This is not E, A, D, G. You gotta be kidding me. And I'm sure that some of you will have spotted that and put that in the comments already. This is tuned B, which sounds monstrous, okay? B, E, A, D, okay? So it's a 4-string bass tuned like the bottom 4 strings of a 5-string. So how do I, and that is totally fine to do. There is a few people that are actually doing this already that I've seen playing, okay? But what happens if you want to play it like a 4-string, okay? Well, all you need to do is get one of these. Voila! If you get a capo or a capo, I very rarely use one because I'm a bass player, but if you have got your 4-string bass strung like a 5-string like this, B, E, A, D, if you get this little gubbins and you put it on the 5th fret, and I'm doing this properly, I'm showing my, I'm a capo virgin. So you put it on the 5th fret like that, so that means that this string is now an E, A, D, there we go. This suddenly turns into a short scale bass. And now you've got this kind of like, especially if I put it in this like neck pickup like that, boost the bass a bit, cut the treble a bit, I should be able to get like a pretty cool like. There we go. And there you go. This is the Dingwall NG3 with a capo on it. A 4-string bass turned into a 5-string bass. Really wicked bass. And shout out to Dingwall, obviously, for donating this bass to our epic bass giveaway that we've got going on right now. If you want your chance of winning this and over $45,000 worth of other basses like Federas and 1978 jazz basses and all of this other amazing stuff as well, all you need to do is click the link in the description. It'll take you over to the page and then you can enter completely free. And with that said, good luck. Hopefully, I'll be sending you a bass, maybe this bass even soon. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the shed.